I got asked this question today. How do I find jobs in the hidden job market? Now, that's a big question, and that's an important question, and it needs to be answered. And I'm going to share with you 7 ideas, and you need to understand all 7 for you to create the best opportunity for you to uncover the right job for you that is in the hidden job market. Now, before I get started, what does a hidden job market mean? Lots of times, I've been hearing this when I did so much work as a career coach. I kept hearing this over and over again. Numbers in this area that 70 to 80% of all jobs that are open are not listed on job boards. Listen to those words. 70 to 80% of all the jobs that are available are not listed on job boards. Now look at how many jobs that are listed on Indeed and Monster and Career Builders and Simply Hired and your local newspaper and your local, career sites, et cetera, and even on LinkedIn, hidden behind the job button here. And by the way, there's a whole lot of overlap across all of those because aggregators pull all of that together and share it, and it ends up all over the place. So there's a lot of jobs. I don't know the number is 50, 60, 70, 80% of all jobs are hidden. So how do you find those jobs? There's no tool. You can't use Google. Again, you can't use the job boards because they're hidden. Let me give you 7 ideas that you can use to be more successful finding the right job in the hidden job market. Number 1, stop spending so much time on the job boards. It's not going to work for you. The majority of the jobs listed on job boards, the majority of the jobs that you get emailed every daggone day from all these different job boards, I guarantee you that you're deleting those email messages because you scan through them and none of them are relevant, or very, very few are relevant to you. So stop spending so much time on the job boards. By the way, if you are going to use job boards and you're getting emails that are ridiculous and don't have the jobs you want in it, update your criteria. Be more deliberate, be more focused, be more specific so that at least the emails that you get are a little more relevant to you. Number 1, no more job boards is my opinion. Number 2, stop looking for a job. Stop looking for a job. Instead, go back to what I said earlier, be more specific, be more focused, be more, niche, and look for the job that excites you beyond end, not any job, not a job. Because if you're really looking for something that's right for you, then look for something that is right for you. And that means get very, very more focused and niche on what job you want. Number 3, make sure your LinkedIn profile speaks clearly to the right people about what the job is that you want to do. Make sure your LinkedIn profile talks about what you have done, can do, enjoy doing, all relevant to the job you want. And you're going to be far more successful if your LinkedIn profile / brochure, not resume, clearly tells the viewer that this is who I am, what I do, what I can do, what I enjoy doing is this niche work. Now, by the way, a lot of people freak out when I say that. But you know what? When you say that you're all about this, there's lots of other stuff related to that job recruiters and hiring managers will look at you and go, wow, this person is really about this, but this aligns clearly with this other role. You just can't see that. They can. Here's the next one. Number 4, keep growing your LinkedIn network. Start where you are today. Make sure you're connected with all the people you have worked with, all your neighbors, your family, your friends, the people that you meet along the way, the people you talk with along the way, the emails you get, and the people that you're emailing, and the people who are copied on the email. Keep connecting with people that you know and who know you today. Keep growing your LinkedIn network, because it's going to pay huge dividends because your LinkedIn network becomes a portal to the next great conversation, which is this. Make sure that every time you're connecting on LinkedIn that you are getting into conversations with the people you connect with. Do not simply connect and send back a message and say thank you for the connection. That is a waste of freaking time. What you want to do is when you connect with someone who is relevant to you, which by the way are the people you should be connecting with, when you connect with someone who plays in the sandbox you want to play in, with the toys you want to play with, when you connect with someone who works in an organization or associated in an organization that's of interest to you, you better reach out to them after you connect and strike up a conversation. Whether you do that via telephone, Zoom, email, text message, or if you have to, a LinkedIn message. But you have to get into some kind of a conversation with these individuals. And you got to remember this. You have to make the conversation all about them until they give you permission to make it about you. Do not simply connect. Now, you're not going to get into a conversation with everyone, and that's okay. But you have to strive to get into a conversation with those that you're connecting with along the way. Otherwise, again, it's a waste of time. Here's another one. When possible, and you're in these conversations with other people, either people you're just connecting with or have connected with over years and you haven't talked with in years, but when you're in these conversations with people who know you, maybe trust, respect, maybe even like you, when you get permission to ask this question, this is the question you must ask. Who do you know that I need to connect with next? Who do you know that I need to talk with next? That is the question. You never, ever ask for a job. Never ask for a job. Instead, ask for that next conversation because that's where the magic is. And if someone says to you, I know someone that you absolutely need to speak with, do not just go simply message that person and ask for a conversation. Instead, ask the person who knows you, trusts you, respects you, and maybe even likes you, ask them if they would be so kind as to introduce you to that person. Ask them to send them an email, maybe a text message, or a LinkedIn message, and copy you on the message and introduce you to that person and ask them to do it in such a way so that they know that you were just looking for a quick conversation. That is the real magic of building your LinkedIn network so that you get introduced to more people who can help you discover what you're looking for. And what you're looking for is a conversation with someone who has ideas you haven't considered. You're looking for a conversation with someone who may know of an opportunity that you don't know about. You're looking for a conversation with someone that you get introduced to while you're networking and connecting. You're looking for a conversation with someone who knows about one of those jobs that is in the hidden job market. This is a lot of work. This takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. You're not going to simply send your resume into a black hole and the hidden job market show up for you. What you're going to do is you're going to connect. You're going to get into conversations. When relevant and appropriate, you're going to ask, who do I need to talk with next? And in that next conversation or that next conversation, someone's going to bring up an idea that is in the hidden job market that you've never imagined. Now, by the way, this is not for everyone. Everyone is not interested in networking. Everyone is not interested in getting into a conversation. I get that. However, if you can muster up the courage, muster up the desire, muster up the energy to network, connect, get into conversations, you are going to be far more successful finding the job that is right for you. I wish you lots of success.